Hi, I'm Randy Donley here for Donley Auctions, and I'd like to talk to you today about an auction we have coming up in June 12th and 13th. And I'm here today with Ron Garrity, who is an expert in edged weapons. And at this auction, our June auction is military relics, guns, swords, knives, but we have over 200 edged weapons. And Ron would like to mention a few of the pieces coming up at the auction.
Yeah, we have a unique set of blades here. These right now are either fighting knives or bayonets. I chose these as examples, starting with a K-bar, which people hear the name, even if you're not a collector, you've heard the name K-bar. But a great example of one of the finest I've ever seen, with the USMC, Marine Corps, on the blade, on the scabbard, and one of the finest leather handles. If you were a collector, you'd find this extremely desirable for your collection. We've got a Vietnam era Navy pilot, you could say jet pilot's knife. What's interesting about this is it's the finest one I've ever seen. The condition is brand new, never issued. You've even got the writing on the back of the frog here.
And when you say never issued, we're not talking about reproductions here. These are all the real McCoy. I mean, this is good stuff.
Yeah. We've got a British bayonet here, wrong scabbard, just something so we don't hurt ourselves. The number 7 Mark I, this is in the configuration how it fit on the rifle. Very clever people, the British. They did conquer the world at one time. They snap this way so it becomes a fighting knife.
Wow.
Okay. These came in both red and black handle for people who are crazy about details.
Speaking of fighting knives, this is a real beauty from World War I.
Yeah. U.S. 2 models, 1917, 1918. What's interesting, the 17 had little pyramids here, as if you believed in hand-to-hand combat. The 1918 issue had little shark's teeth along the side, marked LF and C. Again, as Randy points out, the real thing. There are a lot of reproductions around. This is the real thing. Scabbard's broken, but still highly desirable.
Highly desirable.
Okay. What we have here is a great representation of a Japanese bayonet made from the late 1800s all the way through the Second World War. It's an earlier model with the hook quillion. It's one of 13 different arsenals. This is a sub-arsenal of Tokyo Arsenal. Hikari Seiki, if you had to be technical. If you wanted to be common, you'd say it's the Tokyo hourglass example, because that's what the stamping looks like. Beautiful shape, very desirable with a wonderful leather frog. As you know, in the Pacific, leather was eaten away, so that's fantastic condition. For the last piece of many, this is the model, they call it a model 1905, even though it's dated 42 and 43. It's a U.S. bayonet. They made these.
Look at the condition. I mean, parkerized finish.
It's highly desirable. This one is actually AF&H, American Fork and Hoe. No nicks to the blade whatsoever. My guess is, again, might not have been issued. Might have been government. Oddly enough, government rejected. There's a little burr mark that they lost the U.S. on there, so they might not have issued it, which made it look absolutely mint. Later on during the war, they cut them down to save on materials, and they realized very seldom do 2 people stand together, so you only need to puncture 1 person at a time. So it also helped on less weight on a rifle for better accuracy. Again, phenomenal piece. Wonderful value.
Now, Ron, thank you so much. We'll be talking with Ron again a little later down the road as we get closer to this auction. June 12th and 13th, go to DonleyAuctions.com. In just a week or so, you're going to be able to see the entire collection of guns, swords, and military relics for the June auction. DonleyAuctions.com. You'll be able to bid on many websites, 3 different websites, as well as live. We always have a live auction right here at Donley Auctions in Union, Illinois. I'll see you at the auction.